Greetings friends, welcome back to the channel. If you have been here before, or welcome if it is your first time visiting. I am pleased and happy to report that the channel has met and exceeded the goal for the private reading giveaway that I'm hosting. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to link you to my community wall post that I put up a few days ago, and it'll tell you a bit more about it and how to enter if you would like a chance to win a personal private filmed reading with me for free. There's just a couple of things you need to do to enter. It's really super simple. So you don't want to miss out on this opportunity, guys. The contest is going to be going on from now until July the 16th. So you've got some time to enter, but you might as well do it today, right now. So I'm going to go ahead and link that community wall post in the description box to this video. Head on over there and enter right away. So I have a very hectic week up ahead. I'll be taking care of some personal matters, and I don't know how often you will see me face to face. With that said, I wanted to ask you to weigh in, if you wouldn't mind. Would you prefer that I just start out right at the reading board and just skip the face-to-face intros? I have absolutely no problem doing that if it's something that you would prefer, or if you prefer to have this little bit of FaceTime with me, let me know. I will try to infuse it whenever I am able. Another thing I want to ask of you is to weigh in as to whether you'd like me to veer off during this time and perhaps take a look at another case while we are still following what is happening with Karen Reed's trial. Let me know, okay? I am looking to you guys right now for your feedback. That is what this intro is all about. I want to hear what you want to see on this channel, because even though it's my channel, I'm all about pleasing you. So today by request, I'm going to take a little bit of a sidebar, let's call it a sidebar, into looking at the energy of Michael Morrissey, District Attorney Michael Morrissey, and how he figures into this whole Karen Reed case, and or what other connections he has to this and other cases coming out of this area. So we're going to look at Michael Morrissey's energy today. It's going to be a quicker reading, but again, don't leave without weighing in down below. So point number one, be sure to go ahead and enter the giveaway. If you would like to have a free psychic tarot card reading from me, make sure you enter. That's going on right now. Number two, would you prefer that I just do away with the face-to-face intros and just dive right into the readings? And number three, would you like a little break in the action from the Karen Reed content and like me to veer off into some other sort of readings, maybe just general collective tarot card readings or a different case? So those are the questions I have for you, my audience, and I'm looking forward to hearing your answers. So before I go ahead and start this reading, I want to take a moment and say thank you to each one of you who have subscribed to the channel, who leave such kind, respectful, and supportive comments. And your feedback is wonderful. I do love to see you interacting with one another in the comments section. Please bear with me. It's difficult for me to keep up, but I do my very, very best. And if you haven't as of yet subscribed to the channel, take a moment now and do so. Just click that subscribe button, the notification bell, give this video a thumbs up, do all the things. And with that said, we're gonna get rolling. Okay, my friends, so we're going to be taking a look at the energy of Norfolk District Attorney Michael Morrissey. I hope I've said that right, Norfolk? But the only thing I know about this gentleman is that he made a public declaration against Karen Reed, and it was very disparaging. I haven't seen anything to do with that. I haven't watched anything to do with that. However, in preparation for this reading, I went online and I Googled images of Mr. Morrissey because I wanted to get close to his energy from that standpoint. I want to know if there's anything more going on with this man, because when I did study his photographs, the energy that kept coming up was one that I did not like. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't like it. It felt very conniving to me was the word I heard. It felt cunning. It felt calculating. I got a lot of those type of words around his images. So we're going to take a closer look at that today with the help of this gorgeous deck that I've just begun to work with called the Artist Decoded Tarot. And from what I'm getting from this deck thus far, there's a lot of shadow energy here. So I think it would be perfect for this reading. A lot of gorgeous imagery as well. Not only that today, guys, but my spirit guides have told me to do a quick collective card pull for my entire audience base. And how that works is I'm going to pull either one or two cards and tell you what they mean for the collective, and then you individually, each of you that are watching, are going to use the information how it best serves you in your lives. Okay, so we're going to do a collective card pull or two for you guys that are watching with one of my favorite decks. This is the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. So I'm just going to set this aside for now, guys. And we'll go ahead and do that at the end of this reading. And we'll set the card box aside as well. I'm going to clear the energy of this deck. I've been working with it privately since I got it, just to get a feel for its energy. And okay, we had some cards immediately flip. So let's see if these are the cards that the universe wants me to read for Michael Morrissey's energy. I think we have 3. Look at the beautiful artwork there. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, really gorgeous deck. So let's see. The 9 of Swords. The Justice card. You guys, come on. And the 8 of Wands. Yeah, wow. All right, you guys, I'm telling you right out of the gate, I am blown away with these 3 cards having come out as they have because, of course, justice, right? We've got the DA. We've got him working in coordination with the judge, I believe, in this case. So justice, they're working under the guise of justice is what I'm hearing. And seeking justice, but on their own terms. And when I'm hearing they, for some reason, right away, I'm getting Michael Morrissey connecting up to Judge Beverly. I'm getting that from this card. These are the messages coming to me right out of the gate with the Justice card. Okay, now we have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords generally talks about worries, doubts, anxieties, things of the mind, issues of the mind that keep one up at night, that prevent rest, that prevent mental rejuvenation that comes from a good sleep. It's something that stands in the way of peace and harmony within one's self. So I'm hearing that Michael Morrissey has a lot of things that keep him up at night, or I'm hearing that should be keeping him up at night. Perhaps Mr. Morrissey feels very much grounded, or at least wants to, okay, I'm hearing, or he at least wants to present an image of being really collected and cool and calm, because I think that's where the 8 of Wands is coming in for me. I've got 2 meetings coming up here, guys, around the 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands usually talks about going for that which you want to see happen, and that you're placing these manifestations out into the universe and hoping that they materialize. I find it extremely, extremely telling to me that this isn't number 8 card, because there has been so much 8 energy around this case. With respect, specifically speaking at this moment, with the 8 people who are in the home of Brian Albert that helped to concoct the narrative, the false narrative of what happened to Officer John O'Keefe. And how does this energy connect up to that of District Attorney Morrissey? Well, this tells me that they are one and the same, that their motivations here are linked to this false narrative. That's what this tells me. Wow. Okay. That's crazy, guys. I'm going to make another pull. I'm hearing get some more cards on him. Because I specifically want to know, like, what does this man have his hands in? Because I'm hearing, like, this guy's got, I don't want to say it this way, but unclean hands. Let's put it that way. His hands are not clean. I'm hearing dirt under his fingernails. And when I hear that coming up as a statement, dirt under his fingernails, or dirt under their fingernails, what that describes to me is someone who has been digging around to try to manipulate something, to try to look for the things that they can use against someone that are dirty, that will make things look bad. Okay, so we had 2 more cards come out. Oh, wow, guys. So the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. So Mr. Morrissey is very much connected to this case on something of an emotional level. Now remember, emotions run in every direction. So a lot of times when I hear people talking or asking me questions regarding emotional energy, it tends to be around love or relationships. But I'm not getting love here, especially because the 5 of Cups is not a card of affection. It's a card of something having gone awry with respect to a relationship. So with me asking, like, what has come up for this man in the past, there were some relationships that Michael Morrissey had, and I'm hearing bridges burned is what I'm hearing about this. These may have been relationships with people whom he at one time thought were in his camp or on his side. But something happened to burn bridges. And with the 4 of Cups, again, not a romantic, loving energy. The 4 of Cups talks about boredom. It talks about that sense of being done with something or someone. And I'm hearing that there were people, there were players that had once been in Michael Morrissey's team, perhaps, that he grew weary of. He had no use for any longer, and he separated from those people. And there was some bridges burned. That's what I'm hearing. There were bridges burned. Now, keep in mind, guys, as I mentioned earlier, I don't know anything about any cases this man has worked on in the past. I don't know anything about his history, his popularity, anything of that nature. But what I'm getting here, right here around his energy, with respect to justice, to his conscience, I'm hearing here his conscience is not clear. So this man's got some skeletons in his closet that should be keeping him up at night. I don't know if they are, though. I'm feeling as though he sits in a very self-righteous place within himself. Okay, very self-righteous energy, almost an arrogant energy. But he's got some skeletons, guys, and he is definitely 100% in cahoots in some way, shape, or form with those, I'm going to call them the Albert 8. The Albert 8, let's call them. And there were people in Morrissey's life that were no longer of use to him. And he chose to banish them, or they chose to be banished from his life. But yeah, this is a person who has a lot of shadow aspects going on that he wants to keep well hidden. He wants to keep them under wraps, guys. Okay. All right. All right, we had just one more card. So that just tells me that the universe is saying we've heard all that they want to reveal with respect to him. The most important messages have come out. Then we have the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands talks to me about the new possibilities for Mr. Morrissey. And because this aligns with the wands here, I'm feeling as though, follow me here, guys, for a sec. So we've got the Albert 8, right? The Albert 8, who drew up the wonderful, foolproof, and I'm being tongue-in-cheek here, the amazing narrative that they thought would fool the world with respect to what went on the evening that John O'Keefe lost his life. So we've got the Albert 8. And now we've got one more player, another player here, the Ace of Wands. And this player, standing above this whole endeavor here, perhaps even above Judge Beverly. He is assigning himself as the main man as far as the legalities are concerned. I don't know how he fits in exactly with this case from a standpoint of like, is he involved directly? Was he the person who brought this case? He may have been. You can tell me. As I said, I did zero research. What I wanted to do was just look at him. I wanted to study his face, his features, and read the energy I got from him. And as I said earlier, the messages were cunning, conniving, manipulative. I'm not saying he is a horrible person, as it were. In his private life, he could be a great guy. He could be an awesome person. I don't know if he's married, or if he's a dad, if he's a grandfather. I don't know any of that. He could be fantastic on a personal level. He could be great to play golf with. I don't know. But I am looking at his energy with reference to the Karen Reed case, and I don't like what I'm seeing, guys. I do not like what I am seeing. This is also presenting to me as a new potential for Mr. Morrissey, something that he's hoping will come of this case if it goes the way he wants it to go, with Karen Reed being found guilty. There's some new potential for him, something that would ignite his passion and fire, because Mr. Morrissey has this fire about him with the wands here. So he's going about this whole thing with a passion that burns, but it burns hot. It isn't a passion that's safe. It isn't a safe burn. It isn't a simmer. It isn't like someone going after their dream with a fiery passion. This passion will set you on fire. It is the same passion that arsonists use when they burn down dwellings and homes and they set fire to things that they shouldn't be doing. That is the passion that comes up around Mr. Morrissey and the Albert 8, all connected, again, with the judge, with the justice in this case. And burned bridges. Remember, I said passion and burning, burned bridges. Very interesting energy around this man. I don't trust it, guys. I do not trust it. Take a moment, if you will. And I know I've asked you to leave a lot of comments in this video, but take a moment, if you will, and let me know what I don't know about Michael Morrissey. Because what I'm seeing here is just, it isn't good. It is not good. And again, please know, I will put it across the screen. This is my interpretation. These are my messages that I'm hearing from the divine. My opinions, all are alleged, and they are not proven in a court of law. Okay, that's going to do it for this part of the reading. But don't go away. Let's see what the collective wants to tell each of you personally through the other deck. Let's do that now. All right, guys, knock, knock, knock. If you're wondering why I knock on the cards, it just basically shifts the energy. It's supposed to dispel whatever messages were coming up in the last reading and give you like a clean slate. And it seems to work for me, so that's the one I use. I'm not someone who tends to like to burn candles for that purpose, or incense or sage necessarily. So I use the knocking method. Okay, whatever. Let's get moving. Let's get moving. What does the universe want y'all to know on this weekend up and coming for each of you? And like I said, I want you to decipher the card for yourselves. Okay, wow, guys. All right, do we even need to pull another? Triumphant success. Triumphant success, guys. What is it? This is beautiful. And this would be almost representative of the Ace of Swords. So what is it that you have been thinking about? What have you been thinking about? Because we're sort of in our thoughts here with this card. What have you been thinking about? Because I want you, the universe wants you to understand and feel very confident that whatever it is you have been pondering, either doing or starting or embarking on, this could be a new journey, this could be a new job, this could be a new relationship, this could be you thinking about relocating. Whatever this is for you, the universe wants to tell you that the alignment for you at this moment would indicate triumphant success for you guys. I love this. I love this. I really, really do, because you guys deserve triumphant success. Each one of you. So right now, what I want you guys to do is to take a moment and write down this mantra. Triumphant success is mine for the making. It's mine for the making. Because success doesn't come and knock at your door. It just doesn't do it. You have to put in the time and effort to make that happen. But the time is right at this moment, guys. So whatever you've been thinking about, maybe a new idea is going to be up and coming. Maybe you're like, well, I haven't really been thinking of anything. Everything's been sort of status quo. BOLO, be on the lookout for some new idea to spark your interest. Something that you're like, I don't know. Is this something I should be chasing down? Is this an idea or notion that has any merit? It does. And this new thing that's going to be coming to you has the potential for great success, triumph. And I like that message. So we're going to leave it right there. We're going to leave it right there. All right, my friends. So that is going to do it from me for today. I want to thank you so much for spending some of your time with me. My appreciation to each one of you is boundless. Just know that. And I want to invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't as of yet done so. Give this video a thumbs up, help it to get into YouTube's algorithm. And be sure to stay close for more readings. Let me know. Remember, I asked you guys some questions way at the beginning of this video. Weigh in. Let your thoughts be known. I'm listening. All right, thank you so much again, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend if you're watching on the weekend, or a wonderful day whenever you happen to come upon this video, and I'll be back with you real soon. So take care and be blessed.